Hey, it's Patrick Smith, and I'm just going to talk for a little bit. This is the show where we diss the noob tubers and kill the zombies like a Canadian trooper. Yeah, I said it. I'm Canadian. I come from the east coast of Canada, home of hockey and the Donair. But hey, you don't have to stare. I remember the first time I did a video, I was like, damn, how will this do? Then my mom said, don't worry, honey. You do you. Year and a half later, guess who's winning? Not the haters, because I'm the one grinning. This is the SmithSquad Podcast. You can gear up or go home. So sit back, relax, and listen to my microphone. What is up, everybody? It is Patrick here, and that was something that Corey wrote for me, a good friend. He was on the podcast last week, or 2 weeks ago, actually, and I told him I would do that for him. He sent me one. I kind of fixed it up a little bit because I wanted it to flow a little bit better. Wanted to have a nice ending, and that was that. So thank you so much, Corey, for sending that in. That was pretty beautiful, and welcome to, I think this is episode 7. I'm going to check just to make sure. SmithSquad Podcast 6. So yep, this is number 7. What's up, everybody? So I missed last week, and I do want to address that. I'm sorry. I had a series going on with Dave, and I just wanted to get that out, and I didn't have a guest lined up, and it wasn't that I wasn't feeling it. It really wasn't, but I really wanted to get that series out. I didn't want to go 2 videos in a day because that confuses people, it seems like. So I just went with that. We're back today. I was planning on having a guest on, but they never got back to me. So we're doing another solo one. But you know what? That's all good because I really like solo ones. Solo is great. And let me take a drink real quick. I like the solo podcast. It's nice because I sit here for an hour and I just talk. I just talk about everything that just basically runs through my mind on the average day. But on this special occasion, I actually get to let it out and let it influence others and let them listen to it. And it's great. Like I'll be sitting in the shower like every day pretty much. And I have all these great ideas. And I'm like, I want to talk to them with someone. And I don't have anyone to talk to. But on these days, I get to let it all out. It's very stress relieving. I recommend do a podcast. Even if you get 2 viewers, it's great. It relieves so much stress. It's beautiful. And man, I really am thirsty. So last of all, I do want to thank everyone for all the support. The fact that this podcast is averaging like 1,000 views is beautiful. It's so beautiful. You guys are really beautiful. All the support, all the likes, all the friendly greatness. Really do appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you. But anyways, I was back into me being thirsty. Played Dodgeball today in gym class. First time in, man, was it a long time. Like I'm in grade 12. And I think the last time I played Dodgeball was probably grade 8. So give or take how many years that is. That's, give or take 5, give or take 4, whatever. It was great. Dodgeball is so much fun, dude. I didn't realize how much I enjoy Dodgeball. It is the most stress-relieving, just greatest sport of all time, and we need to play it more. We played in my exercise science class, which is like a kinesiology kind of class designed for high school. To like, if you're going into kinesiology, it's recommended you take it. And every 4 days we do exercise. And today, after lots of persuasion and delays, we finally got to Dodgeball. It's been 4 months. We have 2 weeks left of school, 3 more gym classes, and we finally did Dodgeball. And oh my God, it was worth it. Last week, it was last Friday, we were supposed to play it, and we ended up going over to support our track team in their district track meet. And it wasn't a nice day, so it was actually, I guess it didn't really matter that it wasn't a nice day because we played inside. But anyways, we were playing inside. We were supposed to play inside last week, and we didn't. And today, there's like 5 girls in my class, and none of them wanted to play dodgeball, and pretty much every guy wanted to play dodgeball. And it almost didn't happen, but it did. It did happen, and it was great. I was so excited. I got so ready. I only had 1 class today because there were like stuff going on at my school. So I basically came to school today to play dodgeball. So I brought like the best shorts ever. And then I had like an orange cutoff shirt, and then a badass headband. And I was freaking ready to go. Before I went, me and my girlfriend went to our corner store and got a Red Bull. And then I put Red Bull in a shaker cup. I took C4 energy drink, like pre-workout. It's basically just caffeine and some other crap that doesn't really do anything. It's mostly just caffeine. And I put the pre-workout into the Red Bull, shuck it up, and drank it. And I was rearing to go, is what I'll say. It was great, and I had lots of energy. Not so much energy as I thought. Red Bull doesn't do a lot to me, and I don't know, C4 isn't great, but I definitely had an increased alertness, and that was good. So played dodgeball, and we started off team dodgeball with like 2-on-2, and that's okay. And then at the end, we did never-ending dodgeball. So how it works is we had the entire gym. Usually it's split up two sides for each class because it's that big, you know. But there were no other classes in the gym today, so we did a full court dodgeball. Every man for themselves, never ending. So if you get hit, you sit down. If the person who hit you gets hit down, if the person who hit you goes down, you go back up. So the only way for it to win is if one person knocks everybody out, which is really hard, hardly ever happens. So we're playing that, and I gotta say, dude, dodgeball is something that you don't realize how tired you are until you stop. Like, I was just running around, killing it. I had I was keeping track of my KD. I think I had like a 4 KD by the end of it, which I was pretty happy with because I went down a lot. I got a lot of people down, needless to say. 4 KD, I'm pretty happy with it. That's better than my KD in COD. So I'm running around, and I get hit down. There was just a period where I went for like 5 minutes straight, just hammering people and just running around the entire gym. And I get hit down, and I sit, and I'm like, oh my God, like my lungs are on fire. And that's something that's awesome that we need more of is when your lungs are on fire and you don't realize that. And afterwards, we had 20 minutes afterwards to just go and chill outside and sit on our football field and just kind of chill, like, because you don't want to play dodgeball for 70 minutes, you'll die. I was like dying at the end of it. And like everyone was so happy and so peaceful, and it was great. And I'm thinking, this is it. This is what we need. We need mandatory dodgeball. Maybe not dodgeball, but mandatory sports once a week at least that everybody has to attend to. And we just play certain random sports. It's great. It's so good for you. I go to the gym a lot. I love going to the gym after a rough day of school. If I'm stressed out, it helps me infinitely. But I felt so great after dodgeball, just running around, not really, because when you work out to work out, you're like, all right, I got to push myself and stuff. But when you play, we've lost play in our society, I think. No one plays anymore. We play dodgeball. It was such a great experience. Yeah, it's competitive, but it's fun competitive. We're whipping balls at people. Headshots are legal because my teacher's a badass. He was playing with us, just ripping people, ripping girls. Like, he just doesn't care. And it was amazing. To anyone who's wondering, who watches this, who I know is McKinnon, if you're wondering. But ooh, I got a piece of ice. 1 second. Anyways, dodgeball is something that I think people need more of, those kind of sports. And we've played like handball and soccer, tennis, murder ball, yoga. Yoga is not really a sport, but we've done a lot of things, and nothing competed to that. I really think it was the best gym class of my life. Like 50 minutes of just straight hardcore dodgeball. Let's say 40 minutes because there was a warm up. And then basically we just went straight outside on the field. Everyone's doing handstands and stuff. And what's really great about my class is the fact that it's an exercise science class. It's like kinesiology. You're learning parts of the muscles. Everyone who's in it is not like a scrub. Like, everyone's in it because they actually wanted to learn about the muscles of the body. You take biology, you take it because you have to. But if you're going to take exercise science like as a course, you're either taking it because you're going into kin next year or the year after that. If you're a grade 11, it's a grade 12 course, but grade 11s can take it. Or, for whatever reason, you just have an interest in that. And that's kind of how I am. With that, there's no like bad, annoying people in my class. Honestly, it's the most fit class I've ever been in. No one's fat in my class, Very rarely can you say there's no fat people in your class. There's not even any like chunky, little bit overweight people. Like, I'm thinking about it, and literally like half of my class like they lift, like they even lift. Like, I think one, my friend, another guy. Like, like there's so many people who lift, and then pretty much every girl, there's 2 girls who are dancers, and dance is actually really hardcore. A lot of people don't take dance seriously, but dance is hardcore. And then there's 3 other girls who do like track and volleyball. And so like all 5 girls are in really good shape, which is very uncommon for having a class. When you have a class that all the girls are in shape at it, like I don't want to down on girls because guys are fat too, but usually there's always like that one fat chick in your class, and there's always that one fat guy too. But it seems like there's always that one really, really fat girl, whereas there's just usually like a lot of kind of fat guys, but there's always that one really, really fat girl. There's no one. Like everyone in my class is skinny. Every guy is either skinny or muscular, or every girl is like in shape. And it's really cool when you get a group of people who are all athletically fit, that the group is not really limited by one person's effort, that my teacher is like in amazing shape. So, I mean, like, you know, he wants to push us. And the fact that he's not limited because people aren't in good shape is amazing, because we can do all this cool stuff. Like we went out on the field and we were practicing handstands, and I can't do a handstand. I was doing like headstands, and my girlfriend was going into this, it's called wheel in yoga. I think, no, it's bow maybe. It's the one where, all right, so imagine you're on your feet. Now imagine bending backwards with your hands overhead, and keep doing that till your palms are on the floor. So like you're a circle. Your body's making a circle the wrong way. So like if you're like all right, like a bear crawl kind of thing, you know? Your feet are on the floor, you bend forward and your hands touch the floor. It's the reverse of that. So instead of you bend forward and touch your hands, you bend all the way back, huge bend in your back, bend all the way around. And I'm trying to make the motion right now. That doesn't help you. But just imagine that, okay? So my girlfriend can do that, and it's like, whoa, that's so weird, and all this crazy stuff. And it was just a great time. You know, we're having fun, and I think a lot of it was because we had so much fun in Dodgeball. Now, I gotta say, I mean, I'm sure not everyone loved Dodgeball, but most people were participating quite a bit in it, really enjoying it, and that's great. Dodgeball is great, and I think we should all play Dodgeball, or at least play more. We need to play more. Playing is fun. I like playing. Just having a good time, chilling out. So that was my day. And I mean, yeah. So what a terrible... I'm just going to do this. Just horrible, horrible form on my podcasting skills. Let me take a drink real quick. Computer virus. I got a computer virus, and that sucks. So... Saturday, I torrented something. I was a pirate. I did something bad. I'm not going to say what it was, but I'm sure if there's anyone who's really intelligent out there, they can probably guess what it was. If you're really aware of my channel, if you're really aware of me, the person I am, you probably have an idea of what that torrent was. But I'm not going to say what it was for sure, because I don't want to get a bad rep. And the thing I did torrent, I ended up paying for it anyways. I just wanted to get early access to it. We'll stop right there. Anyways, so I got a computer virus, which I've gotten many viruses before. You know, we've all got the conduit virus. We've all got all these things, and they change your search engines, and they give you pop-ups. Bullshit. Viruses are bullshit. They're nothing. They're like, it's like dealing with a mosquito. Just gotta boop. You know, just go into your settings on Google Chrome. Go on your computer, find the file, boop, it's gone. It's gone. It's easy. It's so easy. This was not that. Probably spent 3 hours trying to locate it on my computer through Google Chrome settings and just files, recently installed files. It's a bitch. Don't know where it downloaded itself. Don't know where the settings were, but it was there, and it was a bitch. Affected all things. I tried unstalling Google Chrome. I was like, maybe it's just an extension to that's hidden. Maybe it's cookies. I deleted everything. I did all this stuff. Nothing. Like I said, went through all my computer. Couldn't find anything. It was pretty rough. Things were going bad. So I managed to go to a video, and they say, look, this is a really shitty virus to deal with. If you get this, you're kind of screwed. The only way you can do it is if you restore your computer to a previous date. And how this works is it'll go back like, your computer does this every week. It'll just take like a screenshot of what your computer's like. It'll go back. So you can just go back a week. Anything you downloaded since then will be off. But, you know, you don't have this virus, which is like and this is the only way to really get it off. So it's like, all right, fine, we'll do that. So I go system restore, go back a week. Doesn't work. It says you have an antivirus software running. and you have to close that before we can do this. So I say, okay, I'll turn off my antivirus thing, which, by the way, fuck antivirus things. Fuck them I don't swear much, but fuck antivirus programs. They don't work. They don't do anything. They're stupid. They can't. Okay, antivirus program should be able to locate any virus whatsoever. No exceptions. That's what your job is. Couldn't find this virus thing. And not even that it couldn't find it, because I get some viruses are hard to locate. But the fact that when I get a virus, I don't even think about going to my antivirus program to get it to remove is terrible. I should be like, oh, my antivirus program is so great, it should be able to take care of that. No. Antivirus programs are bullshit. Don't even get one on your computer. Don't pay for one of those. All they do is slow down your computer. Norton's the worst. I have McAfee, which is a little bit better. It came with my computer for free. They're stupid. They're pointless. They don't do anything. Firewall, yeah. I don't know, really. Is that really that important? But the whole virus protection, no. The only thing that they do is when you download a program off the internet that's not from a very high-end company, they say, are you sure you want to download this? All they are is a very worried mother. They're just like a motherly figure that says, are you sure? You know what? Be careful. That's all it is. It's just a warning. It's like if you download something, they warn you not to do it. That doesn't help me. Can you search through this and say, yes, there is a virus thing on this? They just say, nah, you might not want to do this. We're warning you. They'll say, oh, no, this is a virus, even though this is just, whatever, like Handbrake, or like I have an app that converts my PS3 controller into an emulation of a Xbox 360 controller, so I can use my PlayStation controller on my PC because I don't have a wired Xbox controller. And it's like, are you sure? Are you sure this isn't trusted? It's not from Microsoft. It's not from the Dell store. No, I don't. Look, I get it that there's viruses out there. They could be on PCs, but you need to do a better job, because all people do when they buy antivirus programs is buying themselves peace of mind. And if you are stupid enough to buy an antivirus program, you're probably not smart enough to know how to remove a virus in the first place. So you're just screwed, okay? You're just screwed. So, 1 second. Forgot to take my allergy pill today. My throat gets itchy. It's awful. It's May. This happens. I should have remembered. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I think that's better. Let me take another drink. You are... What was I talking about? I was done ranting about AVG and all that stuff. Right, my computer got a virus. It said, your antivirus program is on. You guys turn it off. So I turned it off. I did the restore again. It said the exact same thing. So I did a little bit of researching, and I came across an article that had some people saying that this virus is so good is that it knows that one of the few ways to fix the virus is through doing this restore thing. And if you have it on your computer long enough, it will act as an antivirus thing that you can't turn off, basically rendering this option useless. And I had it on my computer for like 3 or 4 days, not even knowing. I don't know what was going through my head, but I didn't realize that I had it, because the longer you have a virus on, the more stuff it can do, because it works slowly, because it doesn't want to be like, which I don't know, may alert your antivirus program. I doubt it. But I had it for like 3 or 4 days, and ended up having to do an entire factory restore on my computer. Yeah. Talk about crappy, bro. Oh my God. Wow. Pro tip: don't put yourself in a situation where you have to do a factory reset of your computer. All right? Can I get you to do that for me? Bad times, man. Bad times. I've been so stressed out over my computer, like just the last 3 or 4 days. It's awful. It's so just oh my God. Like having to reinstall like Adobe and all that stuff is not that bad, because like things I actually paid for is not a problem. Like XSplit, that's not a problem. But there's some things that I can't really afford, and I'm not encouraging really encouraging pirating. And anything I've stolen in the past, I really have made a conscious effort to buy. Like I said, like XSplit, some Adobe things. But dude, when there's like $1,000 software it's out there, it's like, oh, I feel really shitty about this, but it happens. But that was a joke. I didn't actually just say that, right? That was clearly just an impersonation of someone who isn't me, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. We've all pirated something before. And that's a hassle. And I'm not even complaining about that because, like I said, there was only one thing, and I don't want to say what it was. But let's just say it's expensive. Anyways, that just got really awkward. We're 20 minutes into this. Anyone who really cares and wants to ruin me, you know what? I don't care. Everyone's stolen something before. Like I remember in an episode of Painkiller already, it was like White Boy, Woody, and Kyle. And they're like, we are the only, like of all our group of people, we are the only 3 people who have paid for Sony Vegas. So there you go. That's just the truth, man. It's expensive. Anyways, I don't even use Sony Vegas, so that's not the app that I'm thinking. I'm getting really sidetracked. The problem with resetting your computer is like my Adobe Premiere. I have like a workspace that has the right like where I want everything on my editing software. That gets reset. All your like just everything, all your settings gets reset. And I didn't have many files on my computer. I put them all onto a USB stick, and guess what happened? I keep all my files on the desktop because I just think it's so easy just to deal with that. And not all, but most, like things I use regularly, just leave it on the desktop, Any sort of file, any new file coming in that I'm recording or something, just put it on the desktop. It's easy to deal with that from there. So I took everything from the desktop, put it onto my stick, and guess what? When you do that, it saves as a shortcut, not as the actual file. Fun fact. So I lost everything. Okay, the only thing I saved was an ebook that I've really failed on working at, which is just, it's just I've been busy with other stuff. But I'm actually quite far in it. I talked about that a long time ago. It's like 75% done, actually. I just need to write a little bit more and then edit it. So I managed to save that, thank God. I managed to save my outro, thank freaking God. And the last thing was I have a file that have all my ultimate guides in it. If I ever lose my channel, I just have those. It's like, so it's just something to look back on. Just my favorite videos that I make. Everything else is gone. I was like, no. And then all of my settings are gone. That's the other thing. You have to just install all your other apps. Like, oh God, that's awful. I don't even have half of them installed. I'm kind of just like installing them as I need them. But it's rough. Needless to say, moral of the story is this is rough, dude. So don't torrent. I'm done with torrenting. I'm really I'll torrent stuff from Kick-Ass Torrents, things like that, like movies that I can watch on Netflix. It's like, well, if I can watch it on Netflix, it's not really pirating because it just acts like I have Netflix, but I want to be able to watch it on my phone without internet, right? So that's not really pirating, right? Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that is fine, but like, oh God, it is. And when I did it, I was like, oh, this won't be too bad. Just a couple of things downloaded. Oh my God, I've been so stressed out. And it's really bad. The other thing that I forgot to say is I was like pretty far into Watch Dogs. Completely gone. Watch Dogs is gone. I'm like 5% into the game now because I lost my Watch Dogs file because I had to restart my computer. And I didn't realize that when you restarted, I thought the account was, I thought your game was attached to your Uplay account, which by the way, Uplay sucks. I wish it just ran straight through Steam, but Uplay sucks. And yeah, lost Watch Dogs. So now I had to replay everything I've already played, and I don't want to. And I'm scared that I won't even play Watch Dogs because we have new DLC coming out on June 3rd, which is a Tuesday. That just released today. I'm recording this on the Thursday. It goes up Friday. So that's that's something that's really going to get in the way. I got to say, guys, I'm really enjoying Extinction. I really, really do like it. It's something that's just taking me hold, and I really like the whole teeth thing. That's been why I've been playing a lot. I mean, like I've been telling people, if Zombies is a 10 out of 10, I give Watch Dogs like a 6 out of 10 or 6.5. It's really, I don't know why everyone likes it so much. It's fun. It's a fine game, but it's, you know, it's no better than like Assassin's Creed. It's, you know, it's like, here's the thing. Assassin's Creed does the Assassin's Creed thing better than Watch Dogs, and GTA does the GTA part better than Watch Dogs. So it's fun and it's good, but if you really want a great experience with your driving and your shooting, play GTA. And if you really want a good experience like sneaking and doing all that crap, play Assassin's Creed. Or even better, play something like Uncharted or The Last of Us. Similar game mechanics, you know, third-person shooter that involves sneaking. Much better. Much better. It's cool. I like the storyline as far as I got, but it's nothing special. And then so that's like I give it a 6 is my personal opinion. It's above average, but it's not great. It's nothing special to me, anyways. And Extinction is like a 7. Really, it's not. I don't really enjoy Extinction that much, but I play it a lot. So doesn't that say that I do like it? Like the actual thing, like when this new map pack comes out, I'm gonna freaking love it. But the only reason I really play now are for the teeth, and I feel like that's smart that they added those because it keeps you coming back, because I want to get those upgrades when they release on the 3rd, the upgrades, the armory upgrades. But I don't know, man. Am I gonna like this new DLC looks really good. It looks really good. Gargoyles, dragons, mushrooms, crazy stuff, man. It looks fun, but I don't know if it's gonna be the be all to end all. If I mean, I really like Extinction, and I really like Extinction for my YouTube channel because it's very similar to Zombies, and I love making those kinds of videos, just grinding all day long, which I will be doing on the 3rd, just making videos all day. But I don't know, man. I just sort of feel like there's a part of me that knows I don't like it as much as I think I do, and I really do love Zombies, but Zombies is just, there's not enough maps anymore, you know? I need Zombies, bro. I need Zombies. So, I don't know really what's in store, but all I do know is that I'm excited for Extinction. I think Extinction is a great game mode. I personally called it. When it first came out, I said it's going to be a 6 out of 10. It's going to be decent. Everyone's going to like it, but it's not going to like be long lasting and people will be like, yeah, it is what it is. Exactly. Point of contact. People liked it at the start, but then it got boring. New maps come out. Nightfall's okay. It's kind of a little bit too hard, but it's an improvement. You know, they're adding stuff on. Mayday comes out. Oh, dude, this is so cool. You have buildables. You have this. It's getting kind of like Zombies. It's getting a lot more deep, a lot more strategy involved. It's not just shoot aliens. It's, okay, you build 2 sticky... Okay, let's all get our Venom X's built. Then you build 2 sticky flares, and then you grab up a schematic because the next place that we're going to go has more, but there's no flare schematic. So if we can have 6 flares going through that whole area, we should be good because we'll probably use 2, and then we can have 4 for the Kraken, or maybe 2 for the chlorine and 2 for the Kraken. And well, I mean, the Kraken's not too hard, so we should be able to get that. And we'll have one person on the sentry and one person guarding that the big turret sentry thing at the Kraken, and then we'll have another person doing the exact same thing on the opposite side. And we'll have all the stuff. It's getting so much more complex. It's not just everyone run sentries and just shoot the rhinos. It's not just take out the breeder, take out the things, you know. It's really, really strategic now. It's getting more strategic every time. I mean, the first thing was great. It's like, you know, I need ammo, I need armor, I need this, I need that. It was good. But now it's getting so good, dude. It's getting so good. Like, seriously. If you think about all this stuff, man, it's getting really immersive, and they're adding new stuff in every game, and they're adding a lot of new things in it this time. If you saw the achievements, I can't remember anything now, but I know there's a lot of new stuff coming in, and that makes me really excited to make videos about all that stuff. Don't know why they're releasing it so early. 2 theories is that DLC 5 is coming out for Zombies in the summer, and they want that to be in between, which is just a great theory. Such a great theory. Isn't that a great theory? I want to get on that for a sec. Someone sent that to me on Twitter. I retweeted it. But wouldn't that make sense? You release it June 3rd, okay? June 3rd. The next deal, they can't come out for PS3 till 4 weeks later, so it would be like July 1st, I think. Maybe July 3rd, like let's just say put it on a Thursday. So whenever that is. Actually, I can bring that up real quick. So let me think. June 3rd, right? So if we go to a Thursday and then 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be July 3rd. So it'd be exactly, 31 days. So if they did 31 days ahead, let me get my calendar back up there. What they could do is essentially July 3rd, all right? I'm thinking July 3rd. You could release a Zombies sometime in between then. Like, let's say July 17th, for example. July 17th I think they'd probably have to do Xbox first. I don't know if that's for sure because it's older. But they could go July 17th, Zombies, then Extinction another week later. So let's say it will be August 5th, which would be the Tuesday. That'd be a week late. That'd be a month later on a Tuesday. So August 5th, which is probably, I will say, it's probably going to be the 4th DLC date, just saying. And then the next Zombies for PS3 and all that would come out on the 14th of August. And then the 4th of September would be the 4th and final map pack for PS3, so for Ghost, right? So let me just go over that again. We have June 3rd, Xbox, Ghost DLC 3. July 3rd, PS3 and PS3, PS4, PC DLC 3. Let's say, like I said, sometime in July. So I'm just going to say July 17th, midway through, or July 24th maybe. I'm just going to say 17th just because. Xbox Zombies DLC, right? Then we have August 4th, 5th would be Xbox. It'd be Xbox Ghosts DLC 4, right? The last one, July 17th, would be Zombies DLC for Xbox, right? For Black Ops 2. August 5th, right? Like I said, Xbox Ghost DLC. It would probably be August 14th or August 21st, maybe. PS3, PC Zombies, and then September 4th, PC, PS3, Ghosts, DLC 4. Boom. How weird is that? Because here's the thing that makes that theory valid is that I really wanted a 5th DLC, by the way. Can you tell? Here's the thing that makes that very possible is normally what Treyarch has done in the past. And I will Google this for you. Shangri-La DLC, Zombies DLC. Okay. Normally what they do is they release, Annihilation DLC review was the June 28th, okay? So take that into consideration. Normally what the Activision or the COD developers do is they will release the first DLC sometime January, February, second one, April, right? It's always April, mid-April or so. This year's was like the early April, but it's always that time. The first one is usually end of January, beginning of February. That was right for this year. That was right for Die Rise. I think Die Rise was January 27th. Usually, the third DLC is late June, early July, okay? Buried. You might all remember Buried, that DLC. That came out in the boat. That came out July 2nd. Shangri-La, Annihilation DLC, Black Ops 1 DLC 3, June 28. Okay? Let's go to Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 DLC 3 release date. Here. All right. Downloadable content. Let me think here. Multiplayer maps. Number 2. Number 3 didn't have anything. Oh, okay. Well, that's all. I don't know what the hell what? That's really weird dates. They didn't even have multiplayer maps in the third one. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't play. Okay, so anyways, that doesn't count. But here's the thing: the last two games, what they do is they release late. The third DLC is always late June, early July for this reason, and this reason is that everybody will be playing over the summer. Everyone's more likely to download it during the summer. Think about this. Did you download Mob of the Dead the very first day it came out? What did you play more when it first came out? Mob of the Dead or Buried? Die Rise or Origins? A lot of you probably were back at school when Origins came out, so let's just say Buried. What did you play more, Buried or Mob of the Dead when it first came out? What did you have more time to play is the thing, right? Probably Buried, because guess what? It was in the summer. It was July 2nd, and like I said, you were probably off school, you were done exams, you were ready to play. But exact same thing with June 28th for Shangri-La, right? Everyone's going to be pretty much off school by then. I think I graduate the 27th of June. So everyone's going to be done by then. Comes out and boom, there's your DLC. But what is Infinity Ward doing? They're releasing freaking what? What? Are you serious? They're releasing June 3rd? Basically 4 weeks early? 3.5 weeks early? That doesn't make any sense to me. That does not make any sense to me. Now, in all fairness, the second DLC, I don't know what it's called. DLC 2 did come out a little bit early. Die Rise and Nightfall, like those map packs, they came out exact same day, I think. Maybe one was like the 27th, one was the 28th of January, or something like that. So really close. Mob of the Dead DLC was April 16th. Mayday was April 2nd or April 3rd, so a little bit early, but only 2 weeks. So that's kind of weird. And now they're going 3.5 weeks early again. So I'm asking you guys, are they preparing for something? Are they slowly releasing this early because they know there's going to be a DLC in the middle? That's a good question, dude. That's something to really consider. And I know it's hopeful. I know it's unlikely. But there's something up there. If normally it's June 28th, June 2nd, so July 2nd, so late in the year, right? It makes sense. It makes sense that they're doing something here because it doesn't make sense to release it now. Are you pretty close to finals? Are you pretty close to exams? Unless you're an IB, then yeah, you probably are. I have my exams coming up in 14 days, and most people have it in 18 days. So, most people at my school, you probably have it sometime early June, mid-June, maybe late June. So why would they release it now when everyone's just going to be starting to study for exams? Wouldn't it make a lot more sense? A lot more people would buy it, a lot more people would play it if they released it later. Are they preparing for something? I don't know. The other theory that could just disprove this all is they understand that most people, at least in the States, I think, are finish like a little bit earlier. Like in Canada, we usually finish the end of June. You guys usually finish halfway through or the beginning and start in August, whereas we start in September. So maybe they're thinking towards the end that the fourth DLC will be the best, which hopefully it is. And everyone will be in school everyone will still be off then. And they want to get that early so that they can get the fourth DLC early. I mean, it's a possibility. No guarantees, but it's definitely a possibility. So with that all being said, I really can't tell you guys what's up. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's just a theory to put out there. I mean, it's weird that they're releasing these so early. It could be because they want to make room for a Zombies DLC from Treyarch, Black Ops 2, or they just want to have the fourth DLC out when everyone is still on their summer vacation. Those are the two theories that really make sense from a business standpoint. So I don't know, guys. That was a pretty long thing, but I'm sure you guys all like that. A lot of people do like all that sort of stuff. But, man, I do miss the old Zombies DLC days. Like, the last two I've had for Nightfall and Mayday with this. It's very similar days. I wake up at 6 in the morning, wake up at 5 in the morning, I eat my breakfast, go downstairs at 6, make videos till 10 or 12 at night. So basically like a 18 hour day, just grinding videos. Freaking love it. One of my favorite days. It's just so motivated. What is that? There we go. So motivated, so encouraging. It's a really, really just beneficial time, beneficial for me. And I really gotta say, like, I really do enjoy it. I get a lot out of those kind of days because I get so, like, it's so encouraging for me when you just have a day that you go hard, you devote your entire day to this one goal, to making as many videos, as many good content videos as you can, growing your channel, getting the views, and all that fun stuff. And, you know, it's nothing to do with a money whore. I really do just like growing my channel. It's fun. You know, when you have a whole bunch of people coming to your channel saying, oh my God, dude, I love your content. It's so great. Thank you for the video, all that stuff. It's great. My channel's been really dead lately. Watch Dogs kind of picked it up just a touch, and it's like, yes, there we go. We're back on track. We're, 50 subs a day. That's great. 50 subs is not, that's over 50, that's 1,500 a month. It's not great. It's not great growth. I've had much better. I've had up to 4,000, 5,000 subs in a month. But you know what? 50 is great. 50 makes me happy. It's just that nice positive growth for your channel, getting people in here all the time, all the good stuff. And truthfully, I think I like it. I like this, and this next DLC is good for me. But God, the zombie DLC days, best days of my life, man. So good. It's so stressful, but it's so good. And like just waking up, so excited. My favorite one was Buried, because Buried was an easy map, so I didn't have to like be really good and on the ball. I just got like jug round 1 and all that stuff. But there was so much you were learning and so much you were doing, and I got like 400 subscribers the first day Buried come out, and that was kind of the point on my channel where it was like a breakthrough. It was like really, like the moment where I was like, yes, this is it. I wasn't quite at 10. No, I was at 10,000. I was like at like 11,000 subscribers. And I kind of was like, oh, well, I guess, Mob of the Dead didn't do overly well for me. Die Rise did a lot better. This is my most viewed. It's still, I think, yeah, if I go to my most viewed videos, let me see this. Most viewed. Ultimate Guide to Die Rise, 319,000 views. So that was my best video ever. And Mob of the Dead didn't do well. It was 170,000. So not bad, but then, oh snap! 3 of my Ultimate Guides hit over 300,000 views. That is awesome. I didn't realize that. That's great. Good for me. But yeah, so Buried came out and like 400 subs in a day, 400 the next day, 300 the next day. I was like, I just gained 1,100 subs in 3 days. Holy shit! That's more than I gained all last month. That was the moment in my life, like in my channel's history, that I knew I had made it to some extent. I knew, like, yes. Before that, Die Rise did good. I had 100 sub day for my first day on Die Rise. That came out, and I was so excited for that. But I still like, well, it was luck. It really was luck. I didn't really know what I was doing at that time, like for the YouTube search algorithms and all that stuff. But when I got that 400 sub day, I got like 20,000 views the first day. My Ultimate Guide had like 4,000 views in like 12 hours. I was like, holy effing God, what is this? And that was, like I said, just one of the greatest days. And then the Ultimate Guide to Origins came out, and I regret it so much. Like that's my second most viewed video at 318,000. But I didn't put the best effort. I didn't do my best. And with those guides, I do my best. I give you everything there is to need to know. With that video, I didn't do my best because I had football, and I was like, this is going to take an hour to render. I'm going to go to football. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to render it when I'm at football. When I come back, I'll upload it. I wasn't ready. I didn't have time to review it. Everything was fine. I had everything in it I wanted. I didn't want to do the staffs because, there's ultimating and it just takes too long. So I was like, guys, I'm just going to make it a separate video for the staffs. Go check that out if you want. But I didn't review my video. Review your videos. Every time you make a video, review it, because I had a serious audio glitch in that video, and that pissed me off so much. The beginning of the video says title text here. So, not important, but when you have people coming into your channel, just so unprofessional. And I'm a guy, I want to do my best every time. And I really, really just messed that video up, man. And that is one of the worst things I ever did on my channel, is I rushed that video. And I learned from that. I said, you know what? Never gonna do that again. When the next Ultimate Guide I made, which was, wow, really, Ultimate Guide to Extinction, I was like, dude, take your time. And I remember the very first clip I did where I introduced like the first area in point of contact. I did it 6 times. I recorded that 6 times. I usually do 2. I usually take 2 takes for each video, 2 full takes. So I'll do one, I'll talk all the way through, and I say, okay, I know what I'm going to say now. I'm going to do it this again, and I'm going to do it better. And there'll be like a couple takes where like I just screw up at the beginning or whatever, and I'll redo it. But I did 6 legitimate takes. I said it all out. I said, no, that's not good enough. I did it all out. I said, no, that's not good enough. To 6 times, and I did it. And from that, like that whole experience with Origins, I learned, like, do your best work, because if you half-ass it, if you don't do the best you that you can do, why are you doing it at all, dude? Why are you doing it at all? And I mean, I suffered from it. You know, from a YouTube aspect, I should have got a lot more subscribers than I did from Origins. You know, that video's only been out for not even a year, and that has 300,000. I mean, compared to the video that's been out for over a year, the Ultimate Guide to Diarize, which has the same amount of views, I probably got more subscribers from Diarize, right? And it was because I did that video poorly. People came in, they found it helpful, but they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? He doesn't have his shit together. He's making all these mistakes. It says title text here, crazy audio glitch that doesn't tell me something. It really is unexcusable. And I hold myself to such a high standard, not every day, because not every day is a video where, you know, you are expecting that. Like today, for example, I did a Call of Duty Ghost map pack DLC thing, and I was planning on doing a review for Watch Dogs, and I was like, you know what? Although Watch Dogs is nice, and really nice, actually, I have a video with like 4,000 views, which I haven't had quite some time, which is really encouraging, and I'm really happy that Watch Dogs is doing well on my channel. I don't want to do that, and I feel like if I don't want to, I won't give my best effort. I won't give my best content, and I'm not about that. I'm about doing the best I can. So instead today, I did a Call of Duty Ghost Map Pack 3 DLC Awakening video, and that wasn't a high effort video. I downloaded it. I downloaded their clip, put it in my thing, relayed it over 3 times. I took 3 commentaries over it because the first one I messed up, the second one I got it right, and then the third one I was like, all right, we know what we're gonna say now. Let's perfect it. But it wasn't a high effort video. And in that scenario, it doesn't have to be a high effort video because there's not a lot to say. All I did in say that video is, guys, I'm really excited. I'm going to be bringing you content, and here's what it is if you missed it. That's all I said in that video. But when like, for example, what I kind of wanted to get to was this 50 Ways to Die in Watch Dogs video. I put 4, well, I mean, really, I worked on it all day because I had to get all the clips and to get them all together. And I watched it over like 4 times, and every time I was like, oh, you know what? I could do that just a little bit better. That could get fixed. Oh, when this beat drops, that's a perfect spot to put in when I run into the train on the motorcycle, or just something like that. So many little things like that you just, in anything, do your best. If this is a piece of work that you really want to get out there, and whatever, no excuses. You do your best work. And with Origins, I didn't do that. I learned it. No excuses, okay? When you're putting content out to your subscribers, when you're doing what you know is going to be viewed by a lot of people, you do your best, because they will take that first impression, you know? They will take that first impression, and you say, oh, well, that was just a bad first impression. They don't give a fuck, okay? That's it. You give your first impression has to be your best impression, okay? And, you know, I knew 50 Ways to Die at Watch Dogs. Like, for example, I was like, okay, this is a video that I may potentially have a lot of viewers. I want to do this good. And when you do that good content that you know people are going to see, man, does it feel good. When I had that video finally done, I was smiling. I was like, this is a good video. This is a good video. I have a great song here that's royalty free. I'm not going to get copyright on it. Great clips, funny clips. Watch Dogs isn't the greatest for funny deaths, I gotta admit. Like, I was playing a lot, and a lot of it, like, I'd get tossed off my car, and I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, and I wouldn't die, and I'm like, wait, what? Okay, well, I like a legit reaction, like, I'm laughing my ass off, because one time, I ran into, like, a Lamborghini on a motorcycle, and it was, like, so, like, low, or it was weird, and I, like launched off into it, and, like, I should have died, but because I landed on my bike for some reason, I didn't. I'm like, well, that sucks. Which I don't know how I got into that. Oh yeah, I was just saying Watch Dogs isn't very good for deaths because it's hard to die in a lot of silly ways. But when I was done that video, I was like, this is something that, Patrick, you can be proud of. And that's what I try to hold myself to all the time. That Black Ops 2 Zombies, Nuketown Zombies grudge match I did with Dave, exact same thing, dude. I'm so proud of that series. Yeah, 600 views, 700 views, 800 views, 900 views, 1200 views, 1500 views. Not the best reviews on my channel, but I don't care because that is something I did my best on, okay? The audio didn't record. I went back onto my Xbox, recorded the audio through theater mode, synced it back up, edited them all out. I put quite a bit of time actually into the thumbnail, which I don't normally do, but it was a pretty good thumbnail. I thought I was really happy with it. I was proud of it, is the thing, right? Do your best work, and it doesn't have to be with YouTube. Are you an athlete? Do you want to do best? Don't half-ass anything, because when you know what, really, if you're gonna half-ass it, don't do it. Okay, when I used to play football, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but just as an example, like, I was like, okay, I'm playing football here. If I'm not in the best shape that I could be in, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by whoever, right? By anyone. I was 165 after my first year of football in high school. And I was like, I'm going to get my ass kicked if I don't train. So I'm going to train a lot. I gained 20 pounds. That helped me a lot. The next year I gained 10 more pounds, 15 pounds, and exact same sort of thing. If you're in a situation that you have the ability to do your best, and doing your best is very beneficial and is very meaning to you, like being good at it, if you're not going to do your best, just don't do it, because number one, it's going to make you feel bad. You're going to say, oh, I didn't do it right. Goes back to the origins thing. If I have a bad workout where I know I didn't work out hard enough, it's just a bad feeling in your mouth. And I think one of the biggest things, like in life, is when people aren't doing that. They're not doing things hard. Doing things hard. They're not being the best them that they can be. That's what it comes down to. Like, when I was younger, and I, junior high, I didn't have any goals. And I look back to that now. If I did what I used to do then, I'd be in a shitty mood all the time, because I'm like, I don't exercise. I just kind of play video games all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with playing video games a lot. I mean, a lot of you guys are probably younger. You don't have responsibilities. But when I started YouTube, and even when I started working out at the gym before that, to me, like, I know a lot of people who say this, is like, once they understood hard work, really motivated people will tell you this. Once they understood hard work, once they go back to not working hard, they just feel like shit. They feel like, what am I doing with my life, And it doesn't have to be something that's going to make you a lot of money or just really focus. Like, maybe you just like painting. If you go hard on painting and then you stop painting and your painting gets worse and you're not good at it, you're just going to feel bad. And when you have people, like, especially in high school, it's the classic example of the partier. They don't really do anything to make them a valuable, I don't want to say asset to society, but they don't do anything to make them they don't make themselves, I don't know how to say it. They're not a motivated person focused on improving themselves or the world around them. How about that? If you're just, like I said, this classic example of the partier, who they don't really do anything, they never work out, they just kind of hang out with their friends on the weekends, they always drink, usually 2 nights a week, smoke weed, do some drugs, whatever. Not that drugs are that bad. Some drugs are bad for you. Don't do heroin, don't do meth, don't do cocaine, don't do any of that stuff. But you know what I mean? Just that classic, if you're in high school, you probably know, you're thinking of someone, that the partier, right? They always drink every weekend. Whenever you go to party, you don't go to parties that often, but every couple weeks or whatever, you always see them there. And to them, it's like, yeah, this is my third party this weekend, bro, and it's Friday. You know what I mean? They're just always partying. That's just a shitty lifestyle. You don't. Woody's Gamertag has said this, and I think he got it from someone else, but he says, self-esteem comes from doing esteemable acts. And that is so true. People say, oh, I feel shitty. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, I'm just going to drink because I don't have anything better to do. You feel shitty because you're not worth anything as a human being. And maybe you're a nice person. Maybe your friends enjoy you, but you're not contributing to anything. And when you are contributing in any way imaginable, contributing to yourself, you exercise every day, you're really in shape, really attractive, you're in just great shape. You got the booty going on if you're a girl. You got the six-pack abs, the biceps, the triceps, the chest, and you even train legs as a guy. That's something very esteemable. Maybe you're not helping society, but you're helping yourself. And I don't care. I'm like, I like to help people. I give blood and all those things, but there is something to be said about making you the best person you can be. And whether it's working out, whether it's just working on your personality, just being a nice person, being nice to everyone you see in the world or whatever. I really think that is what a lot of happiness is about. It's just that drive. And when you're not on that drive, it's just not good. When you're not putting out your best content, I was putting out a series a couple weeks ago, maybe, I don't know when it was. I was sad. I was like, people don't like this. People want better content. And with anything that you're doing, if you're not doing your best, don't do it at all, because it's just not worth it. So, do stuff, man. Like, just here's my thing, and I tell myself with exercising, because I'm not the best at exercising anymore. I used to go so hard during football because, like I said, I was like, okay, if I don't do this, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by everybody because I'm pretty lanky. But now I work out because I want to have, I guess, an attractive body. Is that, I want to look fit, I guess. And that's not unreasonable. Everyone wants six-pack abs, right? Everyone wants big arms, chest, or whatever. But I tell myself every day, I say, look, dude, your body is your baseline. And if you're someone who doesn't work out and eats healthy, just think about this. Just think about this with me for right now. Everything around you, all the school, all the everything, that's your mind. And your mind is definitely really important. But your body is your baseline. Your body is your foundation. And if your body's shit, nothing else is going to click. There's really happy people out there who are fat, and I get that. But if your body isn't healthy, you're not healthy. Your mind isn't 100% as best as it could be, right? You don't have a good self-image probably, which is part of it, but just on a strict, your body, I don't want to say your body's your temple, because that's stupid. I hate people who, don't do any drinking, don't do any smoking, don't enjoy your life at all. Dude, if you want to smoke, go ahead and smoke. Little bit of whatever is not too bad for you, unless it's meth, heroin, or coke, and then I don't encourage it. But your body is your baseline. It should be your foundation. Getting exercise daily should be number one on your priority. And that's what I tell myself, basically, because I say, I'm a mind, I'm a spirit. I do believe in all that kind of like higher power, higher self kind of thing. But your body is the vessel that contains all that. And if that's not working properly, you're not going to be working the best you could be, okay? It's that simple. So if you're just not on, if you're not getting some sort of exercise, do it, man. Do it. I know exercise sucks at some points. I like exercise. I do like going to the gym. But if you're not exercising, think about this. You are building a tower without a foundation. That's exactly what you're doing. You're a lot more stressed out. You're not as happy. You probably don't have as good a self-image as you potentially could. Not that you need to work out to get a good body. Maybe you just want a healthy heart, whatever. But if the foundation isn't solid, anything that you build up on top of that, a happy relationship and all these things, aren't going to be the best that they can be. And it might come tumbling down someday. When you get cancer, when you get mentally ill because you're depressed, because you never exercise and you don't have enough dopamine and serotonin going into your body, just saying, it's probably because you don't have a good foundation. So guys, that's that, all right? If you're still here, I want you to do something for me. If you don't exercise, commit to exercising, okay, dude? Baseline, most important thing that you could do. We are going to end it on that freaking note. Thank you for, actually, no, we're not going to end it on that note because we are not 1 hour officially yet. We're going to wait a second. Let me take a drink of water. But like I said, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do enjoy these. Like I said, these are just random thoughts that come through my head, and I had a whole bunch of other topics to talk about. I wanted to talk about Watch Dogs in 1984. I guess I did end up talking about the importance of exercise, not as I wanted to. I want to talk about me graduating in my university next year. I wanted to talk a little bit more about some other topic, but I don't even want to explain this other topic because it was just a really weird concept and it'd take a lot of time to explain. But I just get rambling, I just get talking about stuff, and I hope it makes an interest in other people is basically it. I hope that this entertains you. Maybe you want to just play video games. Maybe you're at work, you want something to listen to. Maybe you're at school, you wanted something to listen to. Maybe you're traveling, you wanted something to listen to. Or maybe you just wanted to listen to my beautiful microphone and the words coming out of my mouth. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is something that, of all the things on my channel that I do, not to say that I'm a crazy money whore, but I definitely do YouTube to some extent for the money because I don't really have a very good paying job right now, and YouTube is supplementing my income definitely. Of all the things on here, this is something I do really strictly for just for fun. I get 1,000 views. That's not many views. I mean, if I got a sponsor, I wouldn't say no to that. But this is strictly, I started this because I enjoy podcasts. I like listening to them, and I was inspired by that, and I wanted to do my own. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. And I say this truthfully from the bottom of my heart is that I hope you have a good day. I hope your day is going well. And as this ends, enjoy it and go and exercise, you fat fuck.